Chelsea. Hi, Richie.
Hi, Sin.
Tell us what we're doing here today.
Well, we were talking about Patreon goals a few months ago.
Yeah.
And we said, we were at about 370 at the point, and I thought, okay, so at this rate, we'll kind of creep toward 500 by maybe, end of the year sometime, September, October.
Mm-hmm.
So we should set, a goal for around then.
Yeah.
We'll set, a $500 goal to do after, the whole Sekiro thing is finished.
Yeah.
So I thought that a good project for the end of the year, as we're kind of winding down, would be to play through the Kingdom Hearts series blind. Because neither of us have played it before.
No.
And to try to make sense of it, because it has this legendarily convoluted story.
You see, I didn't even know it had a legendarily convoluted story until you brought it up.
So I thought, okay, that'll be funny. That will be a funny joke. And then, within about a week, we had hit that goal.
I guess people thought it would be pretty funny too.
We know exactly whose donation pushed it over.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
And you'll pay. So our plan currently, because we did not think this was happening for a while, is that I have ordered the Kingdom Hearts HD collection.
Right.
And when that arrives, we will stream. We're going to stream in apparently what's the chronological order of the stories. I had to use a chart to explain what order these things happened in.
Okay.
So we're going to be streaming Kingdom Hearts. I don't know if we'll stream the entirety of every game because they are apparently quite long. They're also apparently quite easy though. A lot of people were saying you just hammered attack, really, and you could win.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. And I don't like the idea of subjecting people to gigantic streams of the same thing over and over again. But when the stream is done, we will then record separately, a series trying to make sense of it.
Yeah.
And use footage from the streams in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I thought we could do a pre-impression of Kingdom Hearts, as far as what we know as non-Kingdom Hearts players.
What do you know about Kingdom Hearts, Sin?
Well, my impression of it has been that it's like a game about the main character from Digimon as he teams up with Mickey Mouse and Goofy and some other people perhaps. And then they have to find keys and then they go somewhere and I think they rescue someone and also they're shadow ninjas that try to stop them.
Right.
But also, I saw a cutscene from a recent one where Frozen is there. So they team up with Frozen too.
See, I'm going to have to stop you when you say he's the main character of Digimon.
Okay.
Because Sora, the main character of Kingdom Hearts, is a recycled design. But he is recycled from a video game called The Bouncer that almost nobody remembers.
Interesting.
It was a very early PS2 game by Square. And it was a beat 'em up. And they made a big deal out of it's like a video game movie hybrid and it's got all these cutscenes in it. It was like the 20 years previously version of The Quiet Man.
What's that?
The Quiet Man is another beat 'em up movie hybrid that was legendarily terrible.
Okay.
It came out last year. Coincidentally, the much more popular YouTube channel Clement is currently playing the Bouncer, but that's like the only Bouncer content I have seen in about 15 years. The Bouncer's designs were done by Tetsuya Nomura, who is the director of Kingdom Hearts, and the main character of the Bouncer is his design is just recycled to make Sora. Sora is like a chibi version of him.
You know what? I just Googled it,
Yep.
and people are pointing it out.
Okay.
Yeah, wow, you're
Yeah.
so insightful, Richard Pilbeam.
I'm really on the ball.
Yeah, look.
Yeah.
What's up with Sora's pants?
I think he's meant to look like Mickey Mouse because he's in like a Disney World.
I don't know if I'm okay with what's happening. It's a onesie. It's a Bermuda onesie.
Nomura's two trademarks are belts and clown shoes. So look forward to a lot of those. Do you know anything else about Kingdom Hearts?
No, that was it. I told you.
Okay, my Kingdom Hearts experience is it was announced. I remember when it was announced. And I looked at it and thought, what the fuck is this? Why are these Final Fantasy characters hanging out with the Disney characters?
Oh, do they have Final Fantasy characters there too?
Yeah, they're in it. Yeah.
Oh, snap.
And I never played it. It was like toward the point where I didn't play video games. So I just sort of, I absorbed it by osmosis because my friends were into video games at the time. And I was like, what? And then I don't know what happened. And now, like 15 years later, my friends all talk about it all the time.
Yeah, there's a lot of like hype around it.
And the reason we picked it is because it's apparently like borderline incomprehensible. Because there's an important point that we're making, which is that people act like the stories of the Souls games are extremely confusing and convoluted, and they're not. They're just told in a way that is indirect.
Yeah. Kingdom
Hearts is apparently like you need multiple charts to follow it. And I was talking to some people about it, and I was told that several key pieces of information are in Kingdom Hearts 2.8.
What the F is that?
I don't know, but it's on its way.
Oh my god! There's a timeline, Richie! Oh my god!
Yeah.
What? Jesus Christ. I'll send you. Yeah, I don't think I ever even witnessed its release or followed it. I just heard about something called Kingdom Hearts from people here and there, and they were very, very excited about it.
Okay, but this is the timeline of the releases.
Okay.
This is not the timeline of, like, what chronological events take place in what. Because I think some of these games cancel out other ones. And some are set in between other ones.
Okay, I found another timeline.
Yeah, like, I've seen this one, and, like, it doesn't look that much worse than Metal Gear. From what I've seen, this may actually be more coherent than Metal Gear. I say that now, but I'm sure, like...
Okay, there's a lot of games.
There's a lot of games, but a lot of them are remakes.
Okay.
That's why a bunch of them are called, like, remix.
Remix, yeah, I see.
And some of these are, like, very short, and some of them are just just cutscene compilations, so...
I am a pro at watching cutscene compilations.
Yeah. And apparently I was going to just play the originals, and then people were saying, no, the HD collection, like, it fixes the plot holes and stuff, like, they redo parts of it, so it all connects better.
Ah, interesting. That's cool.
Yeah. So, that's on the way.
Yay! Hype!
bought with your money. Your Patreon dollars support.
Shout out to the patrons.
Shout out to patrons.
Yeah, thanks very much for all your support.
Can we talk about how, like, we had these Patreon goals that we thought, oh yeah, this is pretty well spread out, and then they all happened within a week.
Yeah,
so
they
we're
were
like,
just too good.
we're behind on the. It's not because we're not doing them; it's because every time we're about to do it, we hit another one. So we have a backlog of Patreon stuff that we need to do, and it's not because we're not doing it; it's because it just keeps building up.
Yeah.
So I think the next one is $600, which I'm praying we don't get to for a while.
What is it? I don't even remember.
That is the Soul Level 1 Dark Souls run.
Oh my god. Is it?
Yeah.
No. Yeah? What? No.
Yeah, you made it Soul Level 1 Dark Souls co-op and we both play as Yorm and Yorshka's children, Yormshka.
What? Right.
And I had nothing to do with that. You made that.
No. You had everything to do with it. It's because when we were either talking or recording or in a dream, you mentioned doing that. And then I made it into a patron goal.
Yeah, but I mentioned doing it. I didn't mention it being mandated by Patreon and us being paid for it.
Yeah, I think maybe you joked about it at some point. Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't try to blame me for things you come up with.
Don't try to blame me for things that you mention offhandedly and possibly in dreams.
Yes.
Don't blame me for what I imagine you did, sir.
But look at that. The next goal is 666 and it's to be determined. Interesting.
What was your idea?
Cool. We'll need to come up with more goals.
Or just spread them out more.
Maybe. Oh, and speaking of patron, we're working on a patron-only runes podcast where we talk about a rune per podcast. It's going really well. We have 2 recorded so far. Yeah, they're very good. Very educational, I think.
Mm-mm.
I know you're about to say something about pebbles to test me.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, you were. Who did it?
No.
4 Kings?
No, it's just, like, they went very well.
Did
and
you
I just
be doing associate?
Like, they went very well, and I'm just remembering how they actually went. It's like, I would not describe these as having gone well.
Okay, Richie. Do the outro?
What was that? Was that the introduction to Kingdom Hearts? Or?
No, it was our pre-impression of Kingdom Hearts.
That was everything we know about Kingdom Hearts so far, which is nothing. And then a series of apologies. If you would like to give us more things to apologize for, go to patreon.com/SinclairLore or join the Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do the Willem rap, Richie!
The Willem does the Willem rap. People think that's me, it's not. It's files from the fucking game, but people think it's me joking. I want to be absolutely clear, he actually does make those noises. In some beautiful, perfect parallel world. Willem actually did go but we were cruelly denied that.
Yeah. Again! Encore!